You are now tuned into the dopest podcast in the world, Krown Jewels Podcast.
It's the Krown Jewels Podcast. It's the Krown Jewels Podcast. If you know, you know.
It's your boy G Mother Great.
Janae the Bae.
James the Gemini.
Man, and you in here for another episode of Krown Jewels Podcast. Hey,
What up, though?
Come on in.
how y'all doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Ah, man, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Righteous.
Blessings.
This is a different Saturday for us because usually I be sleeping right now.
Oh, okay.
getting
Right.
it in.
Like, for real. Knocked out. Making breakfast, maybe.
Man, so of course we come in. We've been trying to get more guests in here. You know, more accomplished guests, guests that our viewers can relate to. Great stories. So we got a special, wonderful guest in the building. Janae, who we got in the building?
We have Liana. We used to work together at a previous job, Yard House. Shout out, boop, boop. Opened them up.
Hey.
But yeah, she has her own website, Lee's Accessories. As you can see, rocking another thing.
Okay.
Supporting black businesses.
Okay.
Also, the shades I be wearing and coming in, all her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Accessories are dope. But yeah, yes. Introduce yourself, Lee.
Hi everyone, my name is Liana. I want to first thank you, Janae, for inviting me in and giving me this opportunity. But my name is Liana, and everyone calls me Lee, and I sell jewelry and accessories. I do have my own website, but I love to rock distinctive pieces. So anything that's just different and unique, even if it's simple, I just want a touch of something, just a little So that's just what I like, and I just wanted to extend that to other people. So that's kind of my thing.
Okay, let's
Check
give
her
Lee a round of applause.
Thank you.
And we're going to give that Brim a round of applause. That's my speed right there.
I know, I was about to say that.
It is so funny.
So what made you decide to get into it?
Honestly, I was out of town, and I had my godmother say, I love some of these pieces. And for me, it's like I've always been doing something different. Like I just knew, like even just my style, I was always the one to wear something just odd or, like a unique piece. So I was out of town, and my godmother was like, I love some of these accessories. You should think about bringing this to Texas. I don't see a lot of people, with these different things on. So, as I travel, I just started to collect pieces. So I would go to Hawaii, and I'm just looking at, foot pieces or different things. So that's just kind of how it's grown to where I'm like, okay, I got to be able to bring this stuff to Texas, go outside of Texas and collect unique stuff. So even just with my hat, I have, like, even if you were to see my hats, I have, like, over 50 hats. I just been collecting. So it's just one of those things, like, I got to share this. I got to share this. We all need to be rocking this stuff.
And it's dope. It's fly.
Thank you
Super fly.
Thank you so much.
So let me ask you this. Are you full-time entrepreneur or part-time?
I just jumped. So,
Okay.
this
Hey.
That lead.
Good luck to that. How does it feel?
Woo! It is really by faith. I have really put all of my trust into, obviously God, but just into myself, because it's like, if I believe, and my friends believe, then they believe, so it really just starts with me. And it's, as you can see, I'm already, you asked me an intense question, I'm shaking up, but, it comes to just being, it's like it's this gut feeling, like I'm actually seeing the things that I dreamed about, I wanted, like I'm writing it. I'm creating it.
That's what's up.
So,
It is that.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because I said to myself the other day, I said, I got about 2 more years of corporate America. Because I'm done. Like, I'm really low-key checked out. And if you watching from Liberty, I was just playing. But, like, seriously, I feel like I'm never gonna find a job that I can use my full potential.
Right.
I feel like I'm wasting my full potential. I'm getting older, and I got so many skills and talents and things that I can do that I'm not pursuing, and I'm wasting them. I'm wasting, and so I know I'm in that same position.
And I feel like also with this quarantine, I feel like I've been seeing that a lot more. People jumping and taking that leap and deciding to start their own business and get it up and running. I think I seen a post say like, don't worry about it being perfect. Just start. Just do it. Get out there and do it. And that's really what you got to do. But I applaud all of y'all for doing that. 'Cause it's really dope. And it's I'm sure it's a scary feeling. Because you're used to working in corporate America, used to getting that paycheck, but becoming your own boss, that's dope. That takes a lot of guts.
Because you think about this, in an average work week, you working about 40 hours a week.
Yep.
That's the bulk of your time for that week. You spend more time at work than with your family, working on your business, your side hustle. You spend so much time just dedicated to work, and you got a cap at work. Like, you're not going to exceed a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you start thinking about that, and you're like, damn, like, I figured out how people fall into these little romances at work because you're around these people
all the time.
a lot of like a hell of a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just misplaced energy is what it usually is.
Yeah.
So, misplaced energy.
Y'all don't do that no more.
No more entanglements.
No more entanglements at the workplace.
Work entanglements.
Let's help each other get a business.
Man, I'm telling you,
you can sell rubber bands with colors on them.
Right, something. You really
Staplers.
It
really is. You can really do it.
It's a market for anything. You know what I'm saying?
And I noticed that especially in Texas. Like I come from a city, St. Louis, of course, people are a little bitter, so they don't want to see too many people get on. It's that crab in the barrel mentality. And I ain't gonna speak, ill on my city. I'm from there, so it's
all
but
love.
In Texas, I noticed that I can go to Walmart. I can buy a pack of 6 tube socks. I can go to the craft center in Walmart, buy some ribbon, tie a cute ribbon on these socks, and be like, hey, I got socks for $2. And people gonna be like, I mess with you. Let me get 2 pair of those. Like, easy. And it's just that type of love that I done seen in Texas or just in the community here. Right. So entrepreneurship is definitely an easier thing.
Dallas is a
here.
place to be for that.
Yeah,
big thing. Because all the tools, supplies, whatever you need, it's within reach. It's up to you to, you know what I'm saying?
It really is.
It
really is, because you can talk it so long, but it's like you will see it. If you don't work, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And even with what you were saying earlier, that's what my grandfather, he was like, when you went to this job, you had a cap. He was like, Lee, people invest in you because it's like they like you.
Yeah.
And even what you were saying earlier, this guy, he was like, it doesn't need to be perfect. Or you were saying that, Janae, like, it doesn't need to be perfect. He was like, Lee, you're trying to make yourself be, at the top. He was like, throw out whatever you have so that gives you a chance to go higher than that. And then you go higher than that. So it really has to do with me. And that's what I had to realize a lot is like, it was my doing. The reason why it's not working is because I'm not working.
You're holding yourself back.
Was
you straight preaching? I was just like this whole week I've been like watching podcasts, like trying to, and I've been getting all these jewels like hitting me, and I'm like, dawg, they talking to me. Like I watched a guy named I've been watching a podcast called, I believe, Choose Your Leisure. Okay. Where it's 2 black guys, they sit down and they just talk about business things. They show you how to get into real estate. They show you how to get into the stock market. They just show you different things and bring different guests on. So I've been watching that, and I'm like, dog, 2021, I'm finna get into this mobile home game. Like, it's bread out there. So then I'm watching another guy named David Shands that was on there. David Shands started at the Cheesecake Factory, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, if I can go on my off day, if I can take my off day and make $200 selling T-shirts, he was like, that's an extra $200 for the week. He was like, so he started going to his manager like, let me get another day off. Let me do 4 days instead of 5. He was like, if I could do it on 2 days, 200 per day, he like, that's 400. He's like, for it, he was down to 1 day, and now he teaching seminars on how to get money. So I'm like, I'm watching him. Then I sat around and I watched 85 South Show yesterday. They dropped a new episode. Kenny Burns. Kenny Burns has so many jewels. It was crazy about believing in yourself. He was like, why trust in somebody else to pay you for what you want when you possess everything you need? He was like, if you look around and you got this equipment, these connections, you can talk to these people. Why sit there and wait for somebody else to pay you and notice you when you got it? He was like, only thing you got to do is whatever energy you have or business savvy you have, you just got to get in front of business people and talk that same game.
Right.
What I liked that he spoke about was the journey. I think we all try to take that shortcut.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just jump out there, think we're going to hit that meal. But if you don't enjoy the journey, what's the worth?
Exactly.
When you do, if you get there, you might crawl to that point and can't do shit with it.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's important to take, you know what I'm saying, embrace that journey rather. I wanted to ask, like, was there a day, You know what I'm saying? Where it just all came to head and you was like, you know what, I'm just going to jump into it. I'm done with the job, you know what I'm saying? Or a moment.
I think we all have that feeling.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like God gives us different signs.
Right.
But I think that it honestly has to be that decision between me and myself.
Yeah.
And I was sitting here and I was just like, okay, I know that I don't want to keep doing something that I know I'm talented. I know I can do better than this. Not even better than this, because I love what I do. You know, I love what I did. Yeah. But it's like I can do something else because that calling never leaves you. Mm-hmm. And I've been having that same calling since I was younger. But it was that moment where I had to decide between myself. You know, it was like, well, should I call my friend and see what she says? No, because at the end of the day, it's the decision between me and myself. Are you going to put in the work? Not wait until tomorrow. Right. You got to start right now. You know, and I made that decision to say, I don't want to do this no more. Yeah. I'm feeling sad every time I'm going to this job when it's more like I would rather put that energy and work and create.
To me, what I take that as and what I try to tell people is that's your spirit. Yep, talking to your real, you know what I'm saying? Trying to tug you, hey, get in this lane, you know what I'm saying? And we have to be careful of and be wary of talking ourselves out of that idea. Sometimes God will hit us with an idea, bro, you need to just do it. Don't talk us out, well, man, I can't make it over there today. But no, you might need to make it over there today because the plug to connect you to where you're trying to go is there. So we have to, you know what I'm saying?
When they said that, you know, your name is in rooms that you haven't even entered yet.
Right, right.
Or even talking about, you know, tools that you have. And it's like God gives us all. I can't cook like that, you know, or I can't do, you know, that particular thing, you know, but it's like you have something. And it's like we just have to keep asking ourselves, because I feel like you say, we're talking ourselves out of it. Mm-hmm. Your spirit and that your conscious mind is telling you what you need to do. It's yourself who's talking around it. Yeah. But your spirit and your conscious is saying, it's been time.
It's been time.
It's been time.
You
know, so really,
time is up.
Like,
You gotta
I should have jumped. Shoot.
That's why I'm tired of clocking in with these folks. 6 months ago.
Right. Yeah. You know, like.
And then they got me at home. I don't want to be on here with these folks.
Right. I know I'm a whole alumni of YouTube University. You dig what I'm saying? Oh. So I'm on there every day. I'm like, how do I do this in Photoshop? Let me see how I can edit this better. So.
It's just that consistency, though. You know what I'm saying? Learning something or applying something every day. Eventually, all this shit is gone.
I just bought a planner. I said, I'm finna start putting everything in a planner and consistently hitting it at this time. So if I'm like, hey, 6 p.m. is 6 p.m., I need to start working on business for 2 hours, that's what I'm doing. Yep. So, like,
And now we have the time to do it with quarantine and people working from home. You got the time to do it. So this is time to sit down, you know, attack, get it done. So by the time the world open back up, you don't need it no more.
Right. Yeah.
So, man, we going to keep throwing questions at you, jumping around, but we going to hit a couple topics and everything. I'll switch around here. So this is a relationship type thing, man.
I know. What's that?
I seen John Legend say that he had a history of cheating before he married Chrissy Teigen. Mm-hmm. And he did it in the interview. And I just couldn't understand why.
Why he said that in the interview?
Yeah. Like what's the point?
Because it's the past.
It's the past, and they have that type of relationship. You could tell they have a certain type of trust. That's
just how their relationship is.
I wouldn't tell my wife that I had a history of hoeing.
But Chrissy Teigen used to be out the chain.
They hold together. They got together after a one night stand, and she just said that's what she said. She said, you know, after that one night stand, she just never left his house.
I'd be like,
that's how they started.
I'd be like, that's you. You do that type of stuff.
That's you. Honestly, I don't care. Like when I'm in a relationship trying to get to know somebody, I ask those questions. It don't bother me. I don't get jealous or mad. Sometimes I'm just curious.
But be true. Tell me what you are, so I know how to react when you going through shit. When you act in a certain way. If I don't know that you used to be a hoe, then maybe I don't understand.
She probably knew. They've been together for years.
But I'm saying she knows, but that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
With them.
But I think the other thing, too, is cool. Like, he taught her. But why you got to talk about it? Like, why are you doing a publication?
It bothers you, really bother you, ain't it, bro?
I don't like
Maybe he's just sharing his life. So
I'm a part of the G code. We don't talk. No snitching.
But so if you were like big like him and somebody was doing an interview and directly asked you a certain question like that, you wouldn't be honest and share a piece of your life like that?
I think a piece of your life with your wife that's your wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she just posted a picture of him ass naked in the shower the other day.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No.
She sure did. She did. It wasn't even a picture. It was a video of him showering, and she was like covering his butt.
You know what I'm saying?
They wilding out like that. I feel like if that's your relationship,
I think
that's a relationship. I think that he knows. I think that he likes because I feel like she's a little bit more daring. Yeah. So I think that he likes that she does that.
Right.
She's more like what's the word? Like she's
spicy.
Yeah. Some spontaneous. That's the word I was thinking. She's spontaneous.
I like
she
spicy better.
She's spicy, spontaneous. But I feel like she just does stuff like that. Like just seeing how she is on social media, she just seems like that person. He seems a little more quiet and
reserved.
Quiet kept. So she like he says, she brings that out of him, and he probably likes it. It's exciting.
Teach his own.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, it's the truth. It's his life. Maybe he's letting you know that
I wouldn't expect anything else from them. though. I'll say that.
Would you be surprised if it was like Michelle Obama and Barack? Like he was like, yeah, before I met Michelle.
Yeah.
If they came to the table and they you know what I'm saying, put that in an interview, I would be shocked.
You know, I don't think I'm really shocked. I think most men go through a whole phase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As women are more secretive about it,
some form.
I think everybody go through it. I just think putting out certain business to the media outlets is, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel that. Like I don't understand.
That's understandable, but I feel like with celebrities, they're used to that type of stuff.
Got
and it happens all the time. So
probably in Calabasas on the hill somewhere.
Right. That's just their life.
Yeah, ain't tripping.
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to handle it though. Like having people in my face know my business all the time. That's annoying.
Well, what's gonna happen when we blow up then, Janae?
Damn, I don't want them in my business though.
I ain't gonna have them in
You
mine.
can keep it private. Me and my mom were just talking about that earlier today. You know, just like Denzel Washington, like how the fact that he comes out when he needs to.
Yep, and he go back in.
So,
even some rappers
Big
like
tactful out here.
Kendrick,
that's true.
you don't see much about
J.
his wife,
Cole.
none of that stuff. He low key.
Yep.
It's gotta be tactful out here, man.
So, who shot Meg Thee Stallion?
Look, it was Tory.
God damn,
Tory
Tory.
Lanez.
We doing this like Power or something. You hear me? Who shot Meg Thee Stallion?
Damn,
shot-
Tory
hashtag
Lane.
who
Why did
shot
you do
Lane?
that?
Figure out why did she get shot?
So they said because she didn't want to leave. I'm like,
So are they
She
messing
wanted to
around?
leave.
That's what I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think
figure
they
out.
messing around. I think they cool, but you know, you've seen them in videos before.
Yeah.
I think they think a 5'3", man. Nah, bro.
Have you been seeing little videos of him like sitting in the chair with his little feet kicking? Oh, it had me dying.
Nah,
but
bro.
he little boy. I don't know.
What was funny though, I'm sorry, this came to mind. I saw a meme, and it was I'm sorry, don't take this offensive word. It was a meme, but Meg Thee Stallion was laying down on the doctor thing on her stomach, and the doctor was rubbing her ass. He's like, okay, is this where the bullet went to? I thought that was so funny. I'm sorry, y'all.
But see, I know that Megan's actually getting upset about like the memes, like people joking about it. She's like, because this is my real life. Like this was a traumatic event for me.
Why were you in that situation?
And that's what makes me think it's a little more to the story.
I think
because
so,
she
too.
seemed like
Serious.
an abused woman.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I think there's
I
probably
was
more to it.
disappointed in that she was even in that type of environment.
Yeah,
though.
I wonder if it has something to do like I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Like I'm going back and forth the conspiracies of what might have transpired in the car. But for him to shoot her,
I mean,
like,
they say he has a history of fighting chicks though.
oh really?
Mm-hmm.
He does. It's out there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Short man syndrome. So I can
short
see.
man
You know what I'm
syndrome.
saying?
I'm gonna tell you when I knew the night was going left. When you seen Meg, Tory, and they was in the pool kicking it with Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, I
Was
thought that was odd.
was that the night they were twerking all in the pool? It was like a line of women, or is that?
I
a
ain't see
different
that.
time?
I
I don't think that was that same night.
That wasn't that night. Okay.
But when I seen Kylie, that's another energy there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff usually go left for our people when they around the Kardashian clan.
This is
So,
true.
It was
I
wrong.
And
don't
then,
know.
and then if
Wow.
you notice, Kylie name slowly, mysteriously disappeared out of the
Right. You
news
ain't heard
before.
nothing about
Yeah.
Kylie, but
Nah,
Kylie must have left early.
She was there.
They were like, "Hey, you want to take a ride?" She's like, "Nah."
She probably left when Tori got to tripping.
Yeah,
she-
probably.
I think she called them news outlets like "take me out" or it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
they'll do
They on
that. Like,
top of it, yeah.
They protect themselves.
They real life Ray Donovans.
yeah, they got the news people on speed dial. They said that
Yeah.
because they said the Kardashian clan when they finna go out, they called the paparazzi like, "Hey, we finna go to Gucci." Like, we
Oh, really?
Yeah, they hit them up.
For the clout.
Yeah, for the pictures
can't
and all.
stand them.
Yeah.
I do not like the Kardashians. I never did.
Shout out to Meg, man.
Yeah, shout out
You
Meg.
better
Speedy
son,
recovery. Pimp down. Somebody said they hope that she can still ride to the top on her toe. I was like, if y'all don't stop. They're like,
Might
she
mess
better
up that
still be
knee game or
able.
something.
That's what I was thinking, bro. It's like, I don't know.
You better not have effed up them knees, cause but speedy recovery.
Sad.
But I'm gonna go into something super serious. With us talking about entrepreneurship, shout out my boy Nick Cannon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They doing him wrong.
They doing them exactly like I expect them to do them. But Nick Cannon got to get a little stronger, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because this what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? They trying to do this public lynching of Nick Cannon. And for everybody if you ain't seen what's going on, Nick Cannon on his show Cannon Class, which is a great show if you want to go back and watch some episodes. He dove in with Professor Griff of Public Enemy, and they got into a conversation about what is it? Semitic, yeah. I feel like it's another word for that. Symmetry.
Symmetry. I think it's Semitic.
We apologize. We like our
we
Jews.
know.
We apologize.
Google real quick.
I don't know.
But they got into a deep conversation about the stance on the original Hebrews, and I think his comment about white people, I don't really think that hit as hard as it did as the one versus the Jewish people and the Hebrews. Yeah. But all of a sudden, Viacom, who he's been employed with for over 20-some years, since back in Nickelodeon days, they fired him. And they seem like they're doing some kind of unfair treatment. They released a statement, and it seemed like the statement was released actually before, even though they mentioned having a conversation with him, it looks like it actually happened before a conversation even happened. And so now, I think he apologized. He owned his rightful apology or whatever, and black people starting to be like, you're a sellout for apologizing. I think he just got to have a thicker skin.
Here's where I went left. I think Nick finally got caught up showing up without doing his research. I think Professor Griff led him down the tunnel, and he probably got excited in that conversation, given what's going on in society, and he told him some shit that probably really wasn't accurate concerning Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? And he got down that rabbit hole, and like he even said, he went back and he had to go learn from Jewish rabbis and different things that people of this sort. You just gotta be careful. As far as him apologizing, I probably wouldn't have apologized in that matter. I was just made a simple statement, simple one sentence. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I got caught up in some shit I didn't know. I think it was the words he placed in it, even in his redacting, or however you say the damn word. He didn't say Professor Griff. He used the dude's real name. So he disassociated with himself with this man. You know what I'm saying? Even in his apology. So that's telling me, bro, that you really didn't know what you was getting into, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this dude when y'all went down that rabbit hole.
But can y'all learn me something real quick? Because I still don't know what he said, what was wrong. What was wrong about what he said?
Well, he just went to talking about how white people are savages and such, and how...
They say that about us.
But they say that, they pretty much, the story is that we are original Jewish. Jewish people are just practice of religion. They're not really Jewish is what they're saying.
And that's what he recited. And to be fair, it is evidence to support what he's saying.
What he's saying, exactly. So why is it wrong? That's what
because when you start messing with Jewish people and what they
who run the media,
I mean,
they run the banks, they run like 90% of media, they run all cash flow. They got the real cancel culture. You know what I'm saying? You can't really say nothing, and it's the crazy thing. I feel like we're in a sad position because they know exactly what black people go through, and they some of the people who choose to silence black people when they get the opportunity. But I don't necessarily feel what Nick said was wrong. I feel like that wasn't the platform. Because this is what I do. I've been hosting a podcast for a few years now. If I'm getting into a topic like that with a guest, I let the guest talk. Because the guests can take that with them. You know what I'm saying? Me, I still got a brand that I'm trying to build. I don't put that on my brand. You know what I'm saying? So even if I have an opinionated point on it, I'm like, what you think about that? Explain that. What you feel about that? I'm going to let them go. I'm not going to worry that, because now what happened, Nick lost all the people who worked on Cannon Class, all the production team, out of jobs. You know what I'm saying? Or not I'm sorry. Let me retract that. Let me take that back. Not them. But they are temporarily while he fixed himself, because he decided to take a step back. But everything that he was involved in Viacom, they're out of jobs. All of Wild 'N Out, all of the light people, the stage crews, the camera people, these people have to navigate what they doing, the comedians, everything. So
I thought they just got moved over to Revolt TV, because then P Diddy.
Nah, that's an offer that he offered, but that's not a contract yet.
And then
he doesn't. Yeah, exactly. He didn't own, which is another reason why I want to throw this in on the entrepreneur thing. As far as I thought Nick had all of that,
I thought so.
He created it. He didn't own it.
Wow.
If you ever look at it, it does say MTV's Wild 'N Out.
Really? I thought it said Nick Cannon.
The creator. And probably the producer.
He presents it, but it belongs to MTV.
I didn't know that then. Okay.
It says Nick Cannon presents MTV's Wildin' Out, even on the tour and everything.
Crazy because every night on MTV, that's all you see is Wildin' Out.
One of the biggest shows that they have in syndication is Wildin' Out. One of the biggest shows, the biggest show that the station owns is Wildin' Out. That brings the most revenue in. So Wildin' Out is bringing way more revenue than Love and Hip Hop, Black Ink, all of those other shows and movies they play. Wildin' Out is the biggest show. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So with that and not establishing your ownership before it got too late, because these people gonna always fire you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You barely ever see black people in any position have a graceful bow out.
But if you him, you're not thinking that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You just doing your
that's why
you
should. That's why you should.
Like
but you
thinking your original brand. You have to. I mean, it's almost like you don't never. It depends on who your audience is.
Right.
If you're wanting to be something where you want everyone to see you. Now, if you're specializing in, this is something that I'm doing only for us, then I would see it in a different way. But it's like he has to think about it's almost like you have to keep a common ground.
You do.
It's not to say that you don't want to bring power to us, but it's like they don't play that.
I mean,
you're always playing their game.
Exactly.
So call a spade. He got caught up. Nick got caught with his pants down.
That's what it is. He ain't never. I've been fired before, so I know how to move. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never been fired before.
He has been fired. What was the America's Got Talent or whatever?
But he more so bowed out of that one.
Like, but dealing with them in that situation, you should have already known when I have a certain platform and I can't, you know what I'm saying, go all the way in. So you got to make a decision. True. And one thing that we have to all realize in this battle is you have to get on one side or the other, bro. Yeah. Because it's going to cost you if you're going and you get to speaking too much, too hard, too fast.
But the bad thing is, he already got the Jews mad at him, I guess, for his statement, because me and my mom talk about it. I still don't see what he said it was exactly horribly wrong, especially
this the thing is
they don't want to hear it.
But now black people are also attacking him for it, too. So now he getting fired from both ends because now the black people are upset that he apologized.
Because black people... We hold Nick to a certain level of leadership.
Especially what it been kicking in last 5, 6, 7 years?
Yeah. And the thing is that we wasn't ready to hear that apology. Now I feel like he could have issued an apology just saying, hey, this wasn't the time. And if I offended people, my whole purpose is to make equality amongst everybody. So if I offended people, my apology for that. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not sorry for what I said.
I wouldn't say that part, but that's what I would mean.
No. But you
gotta be like Jada.
Yeah.
It was an entanglement of words.
Wordplay. Yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
I get that. And then I guess with black people, they said, like you said, it happened too fast. He should have let that marinate a little bit more. But also, you have to think he tried to do what was best for his family, his career, his pockets, because he got a family. He got people to feed. He already got fired off of air.
Is Nick Cannon really that bad?
I mean, no, he's not that bad off. But he's probably looking to like his career and his future, like what's going to happen after that.
That boy been working since 16, 17. He got that cheddar.
I mean, but it runs out though.
20 years.
That's why I'm saying what he said. He should have. Not saying that this is false or true or nothing, but that's why you got to monitor.
He let Professor Grill take him down that rabbit hole.
You got he got him amped up. He got him super. He was like, because
fuck these motherfuckers.
We the Semitic people.
George Floyd, just all this. You think about all that, bro. Hey. That testosterone get the going.
This is the one thing I believe in. You cannot display that if you still expecting those people to give you a check at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That's why I said
if you can 100% black own and you doing everything yourself, say what you feel. But when they in control of your money, you got to play the game.
You got to play the game.
Unfortunately, you got to be quiet.
So think about it. If I want my consumer to be of a different race, it's almost like it's not to say that I'm not going to be protesting or that I don't go for it, but it's like I can't. Some things I don't need to speak on. Mm-hmm. How you said, I'm gonna let someone else talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're going in saying these are the truths, this is what the facts are, then it's like, okay, well, I didn't mean to say that. Well, you put yourself out there to where it's like you got to kind of see who your audience is, and not go so hard,
Go hard,
and that's the thing with building the audience. You do want a multicultural audience. You know what I'm saying? And that Canon class should have been used in a format to educate all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, about the black struggle instead of just.
And which it has been.
It's been super good. I caught a couple of episodes that were super good, but he slipped, and those mistakes cost him a lot.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So, shout out to Nick, man. Somebody call him. Make sure his mental wellness is in a good place. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he's in a good place. Nick didn't deleted his accounts online. And,
he's taking a big step back.
He didn't think his people
He didn't think we were going to turn on him like that. He didn't expect that.
That's another thing in business you got to learn too. Quit caring what people say.
That's true, but you're looking for us to, because especially
but he
with the
thought
times,
his community, what he been doing so much, bro. That's like
this is the time for us to be doing that, especially now.
That's like you putting so much into a car, bro, and you building that car to drive fast and strong, bro. And you crank that bitch up when you done with it, and it don't crank up, bro. Because my people just left me. You know what I'm saying? My battery didn't even work. My car don't work. I didn't put all this into my people, bro.
I'm gonna say this. I love my people. I do photography.
Oh, yeah.
I advertise all my pictures for black people. I put them in groups for black people. Yep. I put black people on my flyers because I'm representing for black people.
Yeah.
You know who spend money with me?
Yeah.
White people. They're my biggest customers. White people and Latin people are my biggest customers. They pay on time. They don't question nothing. And they come with it. And I make my business tailored for black folks. People,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't put a flyer up if it ain't a black woman on it or a black man on it. So it's like, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? That your people let you down, but you kind of, everything that I do, my moves is for my household.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? My household come first. So the black people might be like, damn, he always got white people on. He always taking pictures of white people. Hey, I believe in green. I'm way more loyal to green than you know what I'm saying? And
that's true. That's where we gotta get better with that though. That's something we need to work on and get better.
How do you? What is the root of that? We have to always,
I don't know. We need to have like
bring up the
a
root.
town
like,
hall.
What is the root? A town hall doesn't
we
do it.
need to all come together
like,
and talk.
Shit does it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because even like with that, even like business owners, like Gary, like the place where you went to, that restaurant where they had like the customer service was just bad,
trash.
Like it was just trash, and we need to do better with that. We want to support black businesses, but they need to be able to
receive
cater
criticism
to us, receive criticism, be respectful.
How do we hold them accountable though, without sinking them?
I think sometimes you have to look at a person's character.
Yeah,
like you say, and it's not to say I'm drawn in. You know, I don't. It doesn't matter about your race,
right?
You know, and I'm not saying that to say. It's just I'm drawn into people. I'm drawn into people who are like-minded. I'm drawn into people who are lovers and who are passionate, and that's what I like.
Right.
So it's like I feel like if you put that first, you should be bringing a business. Your business should be. You gotta be able to make people feel good and to thank them.
Right.
It has to be a way of appreciation. So when I go out and we're seeing people who are not doing that. I don't understand that.
Right.
Like that's your character.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the fact of why are you acting like that with people?
Right.
You know, why are you getting irritated with them and I can't
They're
do what I'm
you.
doing if it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
Right.
So why don't you make that person feel like that?
Even if you got to put on an act, you know what I'm saying? Put on a
Fake
face.
it. We all do it every
at
day.
our other jobs.
Look, we all do it. Corporate America is nothing but acting.
Every day.
Being a server, working in a restaurant, like your job period is just acting. You putting on a face because after you clock out,
you
a whole nother person and you are
Yes.
exactly who you are. But I'm just who I am all day, every day, you know.
And I wanted to be that. I wanted to set myself free of that because it's like I'm coming in and it's like I could be in a bad mood. You know, I could have, something going on in my personal life or family, but I'm sitting up here cheesing when it's like I really want to cry.
Yeah, I really want to break down.
I want to break down.
You gotta turn it off.
But it's like if I'm for myself, it's like, okay, I can just be me. You know, or you can post, I ain't feeling good today. But I hope y'all, or whatever, but it's like you don't have to put on, I don't want to, it's not a front.
Right,
It's like I can finally be just
who I am.
Just me.
Right.
Yeah.
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 That's real.
You got some Bae Talk?
Oh, you ready for it? Let's get into it.
Got this week, Janae.
Okay, here we go. Does body count matter?
Oh.
I'm like, I can say yes and no. The reason why I say that, when I was younger, I think that we all would say, this is a deal breaker. This is something that I wouldn't. This is whatever. But I really believe that people can change. And I really feel that as I get older, I don't really care about your count because I'm no longer wanting to ask.
Yeah.
I want to build. So I'm looking for, I'm not looking at as to what you're doing, or I'm more of how can we grow together.
Right.
You know, so I stopped asking questions that if I knew the answer to, I would get pissed off at. When I was younger, I wanted to know.
I want to know it all.
I'm up here, but I tend to now, it's like, okay, you do you and I'm going to do me. you know, and let's rock it together.
Call it what it is.
But I don't want to know your count. Because, I mean, shoot.
I don't
don't tell me the count. I mean,
I don't know no count neither.
You don't want to know?
No. I'm the same way. I think, like, I put myself in a position not to ask questions that I don't want to know, or the answer could cripple me or some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't ask. Yeah. It's just like when I was young and I was out here talking to women, I never asked if she had a man when I approached her. I just keep talking to her. And if she keep talking to her, I'm going to get her. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, look. Like, I'm going to ask every other question, but you're going to have to volunteer that information because you took that commitment on, not me. You know what I'm saying?
Not me.
So if she going to keep talking, I'm talking.
Hell no, I don't want to know.
You know
I'm nosy, though.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm nosy. I want to know.
I don't think it would bother me. I don't think it would bother me at this point in life. But I'll still
because it's the past.
Curious. Like, damn, how was you getting down out there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just to get to know somebody.
Maybe it will change it. I don't know if your spirit, personality, or whatever's strong enough to keep me around once I find out this damn.
I'm the same way. I'm nosy. I just I don't know why. Sometimes certain things I know is gonna probably make me feel stuff, but I want to know anyway. I just want to know your background. You know what you've been through, and I'm gonna share mine too, because I'm an open book. But it's not gonna bother me because that was the past. I hope you're not still doing that with me.
Exactly.
But if it's your past is your past.
But, carrying them souls on them though.
He carrying them souls without me knowing, with or without me knowing. He carrying them souls.
Like there's information to where it's like, what are you benefiting from the information? And I feel like, what if a person were to even say, you know what, baby, I don't even know. But, it's like, okay. I'm saying, and I think that it's even with
like, damn, you got that report from the doctor in?
Or even with guys, it's like, you could, women lie. Just because, a guy will say how many, and then it's like, what if the number you said was still, it's like, it's really messed up.
I think it's a game. I don't think nobody really gives that number to each other.
I do, because I'm not ashamed of mine. I mean, I'm not ashamed or happy
some women
about
might hit you like, damn.
I mean, it's just the truth. It's just my number, so I don't really care.
If it's low miles, it ain't bad.
Exactly. See, I got low miles, so I'm like, if you want to know, I'm going to tell you the truth. But they still don't believe me anyway.
If you need a tune-up or a new engine in there,
it's like you got to get that
transmission finna fall out.
That Carfax, man.
Right. You need a new Cadillac converter.
Yeah. Just need to know.
You got 2 sides?
No, I ain't getting none today, bro.
It's all G.
Okay, I got another one.
Yeah,
you ready?
Let's go. I like
okay. Do you believe in test driving the whip, or should you wait until marriage for sex? So, like, if you had someone that said, like, hey, I want to wait, do you believe in waiting?
Test drive. I'm finna try to run that bitch through the mud.
The worldly me, I'm test driving, but the spiritual me say I want to wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think I want to answer that question. I'm like, your questions. I'm like, I know.
I'm going 120. I'm finna take you through the mud.
It depends on who it is. And I hate to say that. I don't like to play the same game with everyone. So I think it depends, and I know people say, well, you didn't do this with that last. It depends on what our vibration is.
Yeah,
sometimes I might want to hold off just because I'm seeing something there, and I want us to continue to build on what this is, because once that happens, it's like it's a game changer.
That is true.
So it just depends. It depends on
the see me. I'm test driving the whip. I'm not. I'm sorry. I can't. So I know a lot of my friends used to talk about me because I would say like sex to me is important in a relationship. Like you can't. It can't be like, little shrimp. I ain't trying to have that. I can't marry you. Because what if you wait until you get married and you get them and it's like,
damn.
Like, oh, this is it? Like, I need to know that ahead of time. I'm sorry, and I may be shallow, but sex to me is an important part of the relationship. It's not the foundation, but it is important. For men, it's easier because, you can teach a woman and get her to know your body and know your ways, unless some people are just straight up trash.
I'm ghost riding the whip, baby.
But I'm ghost riding the whip because I need to know if this is something I can work with.
Yeah. I don't want it too fast.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, let me know that you're interested a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I meet you, like, how you doing? And you like, let's go.
Let's go.
Nah, I'm like, who else? Is it everybody you find cute or something?
So y'all do think? So men do think that because men say that it don't matter. They say like whether you give up on the first night, 2 weeks, a month.
I think there's levels. It's levels.
Because every. I'm finna give y'all some sauce about men.
Give it to me.
Men low key. We don't have to be attracted to you to have sex with you.
Yeah.
So it don't matter about that. But if you see potential, you don't want it too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like if you meet somebody, you like, man, this is my type. She got this going on. I want to respect her. You know what I'm saying? So don't give it to me on the same night because I'm gonna have to I don't want to smut you out and then I see you differently.
But the game has changed though. They don't want you to respect them no more.
Facts.
They want you to come on and say, "Come, I want to see if you gonna come get it or what, bro."
But I'm gonna tell you the truth. The game never changed. Because that's been the fact for a while, dog.
Okay. So this is something I just learned. It was new. It was new.
Like, cause I used to so I'd meet a chick and I'd be like, in my mind, I'm like, she look kind of hoish or something. I'm just finna, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no breaks. I'm just on her. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's the one to be like, man, I really like you. Like, and then the one that I really like, I'm like, she's saying respectful. I'm gonna take it slow. She like, damn. I mean, I wish you ain't want to touch me or nothing. Like, and I'm like, so you gotta have that. It's been that way. Like that aggression has to be there from the jump. I heard. I don't know how true it is, but y'all could probably answer that. But I heard like women know in like the first couple minutes or something, first couple seconds, they're like, yeah, he could get that.
I'm interested.
I'll
think about it, but whether I just give it up, no.
Not for me.
Really?
Yeah, I think I have had it where I'm like, and then with the personality or just somebody and how they are, it's like you start to, they start to be my, I'm with it. So.
Yeah.
I don't think I know.
We gonna debunk that one then. That one wrong. You know what I'm saying?
That went wrong. I can honestly say I've always felt like I'm different.
Yeah.
And I think that when you get older, it's like certain things just start to change. So the way that you used to maneuver when you were younger, it's like, okay, I see how this game is. Yep. Let me rethink some things. So I think that's why I'm a little different.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Lee, it's been a pleasure having you with us today.
Thank
You've
you.
been an amazing guest. Can you drop all your information for us?
Yes. So my website where you can get jewelry and accessories is www.liaccessories.com. I'm on Instagram. That's going to be instagram.com/justme, Liana, Liana. And I'm also on Facebook, and it's facebook.com /shop Lee Accessories. But I do appreciate y'all for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have you back again.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't forget to shout out Audible.
Hey, check out Audible. In this time where you're sitting at home all alone, get you a good book that you can listen to, read, find you some new skills and hobbies over at audible.com. And that's not, hold on, wait a minute. It's audibletrial.com/Jewels.
With the S, not
with an S, because we ain't get up.
We ain't get up.
So that's there. Man, if you forgot where you was at, man, on this lovely vacation, this cruise ship that we just parked real quick, you ever heard the Krown Jewels podcast? Go follow us on all platforms, and we'll check you later.
Check us out.
Peace. Hey.